Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. In the previous videos, we successfully created wireframe geometry including points, lines, splines and curves inside the Generative Shape Design workbench. And today we are going to take the next big step. We will learn how to convert those wireframe elements into a surface model using the Extrude command. What you will learn today? In this video, we will learn what is an extruded surface, how to use the extrude tool in CATIA V5, different options like direction, length and limits, practical tips for clean and robust surface modeling. So let's start it. Some designs cannot be fully created using tools in the part design workbench. Complex 3D shapes are often built using surface geometry, which is created from wireframe elements like points, lines and curves. These surfaces can later be converted into solid part if needed. In some cases, surfaces are used as they are, especially when thickness is not required. Surface geometry represents only the shape of an object and doesn't have any thickness. It can also be integrated with the solid models, so any changes in the surface will update the solid model automatically. Let's go to CATIA, Start, Shape and Generative Shape Design. I'm renaming this one to Extruded Surface and click on OK. This will take us into the surface design workbench on Generative Shape Design workbench. Now, as you already know about the wireframe geometries, to create a surface by extruding a profile in linear direction, direction can be specified by a line, a plane or a component. Okay, so we need to create a line so that we can extrude that to create a extruded surface. So first I will create a line that can be created. The line can be created on the sketcher workbench or in the 3D wireframe on HL. You can choose any option to create the base for a extruded command. So let's create first using a 3D wireframe. So I'm creating a line first. For that I need points, as you already discussed. So first point I will create at the center of my model and click on OK, the origin, my first point. And the second point I will create that on the y direction at 100 mm. Okay, preview and OK. Now the line is creating. Okay, so we create a line. Now we will extrude this line to create a surface. So we can click on the extrude tool that is available on the surfaces toolbar. You can find the surfaces toolbar here, or if you didn't find the surfaces toolbar, then right click on any toolbar and here in the customize option you can find the surfaces. Click on the surfaces, then you can able to find the surfaces on your screen. Here you can find this one. This is the extrude symbol. When you take your mouse to that icon, you can see the extrude written as well. So this is our extrude command. Here this will ask for profile. We can choose a profile, that means a line or a rectangle, a circle, anything. So I'm selecting this one. And the direction it will ask in which direction you want to create the extrude. For that, let's say I am creating on x-axis. Now in the preview you can see the profile is creating, the surface is creating. Here the limit 1. In the limit 1 you can give the dimension or up to element. Here I am choosing as dimension because we haven't created any element right now. So the dimension will be 50 mm, let's say, and preview. Now I have created a 50 mm length surface. And the limit 2, what is the limit 2? If I say here also I am choosing the dimension, let's say 20 mm, and preview, then this will create limit 2 on the other direction. That means if this is x positive direction and this is x negative direction. If I reverse the direction, click on the reverse, then it will be reverse, like 50 mm on the negative side and 20 mm on the positive side. So click on OK to create a surface. Okay, this is how we can create a extruded element. If I double click here, okay, and I can delete this one, preview. So now it will create only on one direction. So we create a extruded surface for a line. Now let's create a extruded surface for a sketch based sketch which will be created on the sketcher workbench. For that I am selecting the XY plane and click on the sketch tool. Now I am creating a rectangle here, a center rectangle. Okay, so I can give the dimensions, this one and this one. Let's say this is 50 mm and this one is 150 mm, and click on the exit workbench. Here we have a rectangle created. If I click on the sketch extrude tool, then it will ask for a profile. Click on the profile, then you can see the dimensions here already given, it is 50 mm and 20 mm. So if I change it to 100 mm and here this one to 0, preview, now you can see a extruded box is created. We have created a rectangle in the sketch. Now it will give the heights to the rectangle. The surface is created like this. Okay, now we have used the dimensions option. We give the direction, we give the length, but there is another option called limits. So how can we give a limit to this one? Either that can be a plane, limit can be a plane, a surface, a line, anything. So let's create a plane first. So to create a plane, we know how to create a plane. Click on the plane. I am creating a offset plane on XY plane, and the offset will be, let's say, 30 mm. And click on preview and OK. Or I can reverse the direction for this one. Okay. Now double click on this one and direction is already given, and here in the dimension the limit 1 is already 100 mm. In the limit 2 I can say up to element. Okay, and I can select this element. Then you can see my extruded profile is limit up to this one. Here also limit 2 up to element, and in the limit 1 it is given the dimension. Okay, here we have only choose the, here you can see this is the direction is defined by the XY plane. As we have select the sketch, the direction is automatically chosen. We don't need to select the direction. We can also choose the direction here. We can choose it on Z component, then it will be created. If I say on the X component, then you can see the error, because we cannot extrude this rectangular profile on X component or Y component, because this in the X and Y plane, we create the rectangular box. We can extrude it only on the Z component. That's why it is by default it is saying XY plane. So we don't need to give the plane there or the direction there. Now we have create using a line, a rectangle. So now create using a spline. For that I am creating a 3D spline which will be starting from 110 mm, the first point here, and the second point will be here, and it is on 150 mm. Review. Okay. Third point in X it is 200, in the Z it is 20. Okay. Another point 250, and on the Z axis it is 50 mm. Okay, we have 4 points. Now I can create a spline. So click on the spline, click on the points, second, third and fourth. So we have a spline here. Now let's convert this spline into a surface. For that, click on the extrude tool. Here it is asking for the profile. Okay, here in the direction, in which direction we can create the profile. If I choose the X direction, then the profile will be look like this. Let's say in the Y component, then we cannot create the profile on the Y component. If I say the Z component, then in the Z axis we can create this one. Okay, and click on OK, or give the dimensions as you want and click on OK. So this is how we can create a extruded profile in Generative Shape Design workbench. These options are very useful in real industrial design. Now your extruded surface is created successfully. The result is a surface, not a solid. It can be used for surface modeling, complex shapes, boundary definitions. Here I will give you some tips. Always use clean and fully defined curves. Avoid sharp discontinuities in splines. Use reference geometry for better control. Keep design intent in mind while selecting the direction. So that's how we create an extruded surface in CATIA V5 in Generative Shape Design workbench. In the next video, we will explore more advanced surface features like revolve surface, creating a spherical surface, cylindrical surface, and creating offset and fill surfaces in further in the continuation of our series. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab. Till then, thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.